YouTube Box Committee. It's your boy, Mr. Universal Sports, coming at you from that new undisclosed location in California. Obviously, sorry for the delay, peeps. First, I had them last week. I had to move in the rain, and that's how I got sick. And obviously, when you move, you got to set up the place and stuff, but it's worth it. Me and my wife set it up. It was worth it. Obviously, I'm about to cover that Devon Alexander-Juan Urango fight. Congratulations to the new unified champion, the new unified champion, Devon Alexander, the great. That he unified the WBC IBF belts. Before the stoppage in the 8th round, I had scored the fight 5 rounds to 3 in favor of Devon Alexander, which just means I scored it 77 to 73. Here's a couple good things I liked about Devon Alexander. The first couple rounds, here's what I liked. He used the jab. He kept his distance. He used the jab. He didn't pause the jab like Antonio Tarver does sometimes. Pause the jab. He threw a good stiff jab, and that's what I like. You don't see that in a lot of young fighters these days. And being at 23 years old, he shows a lot of good skills, and that's what I like. He used the jab. Also, another thing that Max Kellerman brought out, and I noticed too, he used good side-to-side movement. He used good lateral movement. And which that is, sometimes people contribute good defenses as running or holding, but Alexander didn't do that. It's a hard thing to do and to avoid somebody's punches and use his good slick style movement, and that's what Alexander did, and I like that about him. Also, what I noticed, he threw a good uppercut. I noticed also in the fight when Urango had his head down. Comes in charging with his head down. Alexander threw the uppercut and it momentarily stunned him. Also, the good skills, obviously. I like the good skills he had. He showed good defense. When Urango was trying to throw the right hook, Alexander made the adjustment of keeping his right hand up a little higher so that we could block the right hook. And I think once Urango realized he couldn't land the right hook, he got a little bit frustrated. I mean, I gave 3 rounds to Urango. I gave the 3rd, I gave the 6th and the 7th to Urango. When Urango was busy, he obviously did good things. Urango didn't work the body, which I noticed. He should have worked the body a little bit more to neutralize the speed and the skill of Alexander. If he would have worked the body a little bit more through some more punches, then I think he would have had a better shot at winning. Also, what I didn't like about Urango was he didn't throw enough punches. He was just looking for one big punch, the right hook. But I think once Alexander made that adjustment, Urango looked lost out there, and he didn't have enough in his repertoire. I think the game plan for Urango was just to pressure him, knock him off his game plan, and bully him. But also with Alexander, I'm gonna give credit, and I think enough credit don't go to the trainers in boxing. Kevin Cunningham drew up a great game plan, obviously. He kept coaching them, said, throw the jab a little bit more. Don't brawl with this guy. Use your boxing skill. Box. Use the jab. Throw the uppercut when he comes in. That's what I liked about Kevin Cunningham the most. I'm like, wow, this guy did a good job. So obviously Kevin Cunningham drew out the perfect game plan for Devon Alexander to how to beat Urango, and now we're seeing the new unified champion. And also, what I liked about Alexander, what I brought up earlier, was the adjustments that he made. You don't see adjustments from young fighters. It seems like if plan A don't work or plan B don't work, oh well, screw it, I lost the fight. As we've seen with some young fighters. No, with Alexander, if plan A or plan B didn't work, then plan C, he used plan C, make the adjustments. Obviously, he held up the right hand when the right hook was kind of catching him a little bit, which that's what I liked about him. Obviously, the reason why Urango lost was because he didn't use the most important thing he had. He didn't pressure enough and use his strength. If he would have pressured and used his strength, he probably would have had a better chance. But I really think if the fight had to win 12 rounds, I really think Devon Alexander's overall skill would have prevailed anyway. I would have predicted that since I had him win 5 rounds to 3, Alexander would have won another 4 rounds. I don't think he would have swept the last four rounds, but I think he would have won another 3 rounds. So obviously, great performance good props out to Kevin Cunningham for drawing up a great game plan. Great performance by Devon Alexander. Obviously, since he unified the belts at the WBC and the IBF belts, I want to see him against the WBO champion, which is Timothy Bradley. I'd love to see that fight happen. I think Alexander proved that he's ready, and obviously Timothy Bradley is the best 140-pounder in the world. Let's make that fight happen. So until next time, folks, this is your boy Mr. Universal Sports. Sorry if that sounds like I have a frog in my throat, but I'm recovering from a bad cold. Holla at your boy. Like.